Okay, here we go. Wow, Dylan driving, making the layup with the left hand. It's 55-64 OKC. They already started moving, baby. Oklahoma City leads 64-55. SGA picking and trying to find a spot. He flips it out of Hartenstein way up at the three-point line. He dribbles, passes it to Jalen, who gets it back to SGA. SGA now with Stephon Castle right in his face. They double team him all the way to the paint. They Thunder make two beautiful passes, and it ends up in Hartenstein's hands, and he makes that same push jumper from about 8 feet away on the left-hand baseline. Here come the Spurs. Stephon Castle crosses the timeline. He's driving down the paint. He's got three guys on him. He fumbles the ball out to Vic, but those three guys swatted him, and it'll be SGA who is called for the foul. Someone has left the game. Is that, it looks like J-Dub has an ice pack on his leg and is leaving the game. The Thunder lead by 11. Castle flips it to Champagny for three. He's long. Vic gets the board, the long board. There's no call. He pulls it up. He shoots from three and drains it. Wow. 58-66. Spurs trail by 8. All right, here comes Cason Wallace, who gets it to SGA, who is covered tight. Oh, my God. They have three guys on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Hartenstein finally gets that same push jumper. He gets his own board off the long miss. They flip it all the way around to Cason Wallace for three from the corner. He misses. Victor pulls down the board. 66-58. The Thunder are leading, and they've got a call on. I'm not sure what's happening here. Vic went charging down the lane. They tried to throw him the alley-oop. It was intercepted by Hartenstein, but they're calling a foul. His right hand seems like was pushing him. They were trying to throw the alley-oop to Vic, and his right hand was pushing him or something. And so Vic, meanwhile, buried that three. That's 4 fouls on Hartenstein, which is going to make a difference later in this game, I guarantee you. Okay, side out Spurs. Dylan Harper charges down the lane, flips it around to Vic. Vic rotates it to Harrison Barnes, to Vassell. Devin Vassell drains the three. It's a 5-point game. The Spurs 61, the Oklahoma City Thunder 66. Here comes SGA. He's at the logo. He gets a pick from Jalen Williams. J-Will. They flip it over to Lou Dort. Dort gets it to Cason Wallace. Wallace drives down the lane. He sees Vic and rotates it out to Jalen Williams, who misses the three. Rebounded by Dylan Harper, but it's picked. Almost picked by Cason Wallace. They flip it back. Harper going all the way down the lane. There's bodies lying in the lane. Harper leaps over them and makes the left-handed layup. There were bodies lying in the lane before Harper had even arrived to the paint. He steps over the guy and lays it up at him with his left hand. Vic is charging down. Jalen Williams and he are bumping like this. Jalen goes like that. Vic bumps him, and he falls on his butt. Jalen Williams did. J-Will. They had a no call. It should be a no call. And meanwhile, Dylan went right down the lane. And to do that, he stepped over J-Will and laid it up and in with the left-handed finger roll. The Spurs have tightened this game back up. 66-63 with 8:42 to play. It's a game of runs, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have famously made the third quarter theirs. I think a lot of people talk about that. And what is interesting about what's been happening in these first two games is that the San Antonio Spurs are putting a dent in that. They're saying, maybe not. Okay, I am the Road Spur. We're just calling the game so I can practice calling games. And I don't have a producer or anything, so I can't see any of the stuff. Oh, Walton Goggins. Every time I look up, it's Walton Goggins. Welcome, Mark. Yeah, we got a little handmade scorecard, which changes only when we get to the breaks now. But it has been incredible. I don't know if you've seen any of this, but the posterizing of Hartenstein by Stefan Castle was fantastic. My call is great. I just listened to my call, and I'm really pleased because it was happening live, and I haven't been calling games, and it feels good to call live action like that when it's something exciting. And then we just had a lot of really exciting things happen. That beautiful play where Carter Bryant and Vic got blocks on the same play. But to talk about what's happening right now, Hartenstein has 4 fouls, which is significant given that there are still 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. If Castle is going to go at Hartenstein like that, I'm pretty sure he's going to go pretty hard at whoever else is going to be standing in the paint. Yeah, you know what you can do if you want? Go check out 53-51. No, 51, 53. 53 of the 1H live broadcast. In fact, I'm going to make that into a 1-minute clip later because it's so cool. The Spurs have played incredible team defense against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it has been 2 or even 3 guys in his grill so much that he cannot even see anyone to get the ball away. When they give him an avenue to get it away, it's to someone at the three-point line that any one of those 3 guys can reach. So very quickly, that little zone-like thing which collapses expands again. It's like this. It's collapsing and expanding around him. And it's very effective so far. It's 66-63. I've got this wrong. Thunder lead with 8:42 to play. Thunder lead by 3. And here they come. It is Cason Wallace looking for Jared McCain, who is in there now. McCain charges around the corner, pushes off. Devin Vassell goes charging down the lane and attempts to make the left-handed layup, but misses the layup as he is challenged by Vic. And then they get the ball out to Lou Dort, who shoots a 3 and misses. Victor grabs the rebound. They come the other way. Victor at the logo shoots a 3 from about 31 feet and drains it to tie the game 66-66 at the 8:07 mark. Victor Wembanyama, that was about 4 feet past the three-point line. They're coming the other way, and Vic is screaming about a switch. He's yelling at Dylan Harper, who blew a switch, and there was a wide-open Jalen Williams who buried a 3, 69-66 OKC on the three-point jumper response by Jay Will. Vic going one-on-one, charging, and then gets it out to Vassell in the corner for the pocket 3. He buries it, 69-69. Exchanging 3s now. Vic at one end. Okay, another pass to Jalen Williams, who dribbles inside, then gets it to Lou Dort. Dort back to Williams. They try to rotate it to Jared McCain. Harper swats it out of bounds with 10 on the shot clock. The score is tied, 69-69. Hartenstein and Chet are both on the bench. For the Spurs, it's Champagny, Dylan Harper, Victor Wembanyama. Side out to them, and Stefan Castle. The ball is inbounded. They get it to Caruso, who's out there now, who shoots a 3 and hits it. Of course, Alex Caruso. 72-69, the Thunder. Spurs coming the other way. Dylan Harper bringing it down now on the right-hand side. He looks for Vic, who's way outside the three-point line, isolated one-on-one with Jalen Williams. He charges right at him, goes all the way down to the hole, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and jams it. Can't go ISO with him. 72-71, Thunder lead. Here comes SGA swooping around the outside. He's double-teamed by Champagny, and then the ball is rotated all the way around to Lou Dort. Dort tries to drive baseline. Vic blocks Alex Caruso. Dort drove baseline and passed it back to the cutting Alex Caruso, and Vic blocked Alex Caruso charging down the lane. He was covering Dort like this, going under the basket. He spun around after Dort made the pass to this speedy Caruso, and he blocked it. Unbelievable. Victor le Ressort. Victor the Restrictor. Look at this. What a gorgeous block. Oh, spectacular block. Victor playing two guys again. It's the story of Victor playing defense against two people. Unreal. His fourth block of the night against Alex Caruso charging down the lane. It is Spurs ball. Here comes Dylan Harper at the logo. He brings it across. Vassell trying to set a pick for him. They do. He charges around the side, flips it out to Castle, who shoots a three and misses. Rebounded by SGA, who's going the other way with Champagny pestering him. Champagny tries to reach around and poke the ball away, but fouls Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's 72-71 Oklahoma City, and that'll be a side out to the Thunder. As Champagny was beaten, and he reached around and tried to poke that ball away. The block on Caruso charging down the lane is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Victor Laresor. Okay, here we go. The Thunder. It is SGA. Flips it around at Holmgren, who cross-court pass to Caruso for three. He swishes it. How are we letting that guy do that? They swung the ball around. That's the cost of the double teaming, is they pass extremely well. Beautiful passing by the Thunder tonight. The rotation of, Castle goes all the way to the hole. He blows past Caruso and Chet on the way to the basket and lays it up and in. 75-73 Thunder. They double team, and Caruso comes charging back. He was lying on the ground. He makes a long cross-court pass to Ajay Mitchell, who tracks it down. He's got Victor on him. He's not going to do anything. He dribbles way back outside looking for somebody. They get it to SGA. SGA is covered by Dylan. Now he's picked off. Vic is on SGA. Dylan comes back. And Shai Gilgeous just drains a 22-footer, nothing but net. 77-73 Thunder, 5:32 to play. Here come the Spurs. It is Castle to Vassell to Dylan Harper on the far left side. He's got Ajay Mitchell on him. He goes all the way to the hole and is blocked. Rejection by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Beautiful. And they go the other way. McCain tries to make a floater over Vic. That's not going to happen. Vic gets the rebound. We're coming back. Castle charging against Ajay Mitchell. He fumbles the ball. Another Stephon Castle turnover. He just fumbled the ball away. They pass it to McCain, who is open. He shoots a three and misses. They scrap for the rebound. McCain ends up with it. 12 on the shot clock for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9 on the shot clock. Here's SGA driving. He tries to shoot past Vic, who alters his shot, and it misses. Dylan gets the rebound and collides with Chet Holmgren. Both of them are lying on the ground, heaving, and they get pulled up by their teammates. A foul is called with 4:50 left on Chet Holmgren. Dylan Harper clutching the back of his right leg now. I believe this is a foul on Chet. I'm not sure. Dylan is going to the locker room. Dylan Harper going to the locker room. Spurs down 4:50 left in the game. Dylan Harper is leaving this game. Something wrong with the thigh area, right leg. We'll have to see what happens there. And that brings us to a break in the action. 73-77 Thunder in yet another incredible game between the two best teams in the NBA. It hands down. It's not even close. There is no conversation. The Spurs and the Thunder cut from the same cloth. Sam Presti, who was the video guy and worked his way up in San Antonio under Pop and R.C. Buford and the Holtz when we had championships. 2000 to 2007, he was with us. He was the youngest GM ever named to a team over in Oklahoma City. And then he took them all to the championship. Not only that, the best record 2 years in a row, and they are the defending champions. And they play our style of ball. Team play, small market, team defense. They play perimeter defense. They got hustlers. They got guys in your face the whole way down the court. It is Spurs basketball is what it is, played by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is the championship as far as I'm concerned. Because whoever goes on to play New York, you know New York, how that town is and how they'll act. And they'll just, things off the court that have nothing to do with the court will happen. When we played them in the finals in '99, they broke the shooting clocks were broken, and they go, "Oh, we'll have to move them down to the ground." They always will try some shady nonsense in New York, or they'll try to muscle you into doing things you don't want to do in New York. So whoever gets by, either of these two teams who play the beautiful game, who pass the ball, who play team defense, who know how to rotate, who know how to play perimeter defense, who move their legs. Neither of these two youthful, beautiful teams will lose to the Knicks in a regular situation. The Knicks are not better. The Knicks, however, will be riding that New York thing, that vibe that the city of New York gives to its teams. Well, I could probably play it on here, couldn't I? You guys want to hear how I called it? It's this right here. They're showing his, oh man. Holmgren's two legs were trapped. They trapped Dylan's leg between them. And it was twisted. So that's what happened there. I'm going to try to play for you this thing. This was my call of the dunk. He bounce passes it to Hartenstein. He tries that same push jumper from the free throw line. He misses. Victor Wembanyama gets the rebound, gets it to Stephon Castle. Castle flips it over to Dylan Harper on the right-hand side with Vic down the middle. Vic tries to set a pick, then drifts the middle. They throw him a pass across court to Vassell. Vassell goes driving down the lane, passes it to Vic on the left-hand side, zips it back out to Castle. Castle now with 7 on the shot clock, goes charging down the lane and posterizes Isaiah Hartenstein with a right-handed tomahawk jam in his face. 41-43. Spurs trail by 2. SGA comes back. That was what I called it. Okay, sorry. I was just having some fun there. Let's go back to the game. It's 77-73 Thunder. Make it 79-73 Thunder as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes a layup and one on Stephon Castle here. Dylan Harper has left the game with an injury. We are now fielding KJ, Luke, Carter Bryant, Devin Vassell, and Stephon Castle. This is the Spurs small ball lineup. And they are fielding their MVP, Alex Caruso, as well, and McCain, Holmgren. They're going to try to get this lead up right now. They're up by 7, 80-73. Pick and roll for KJ. He goes down the lane against Chet Holmgren, misses, gets his own rebound, goes back up against Chet, misses, gets his own rebound, and pokes it back in. KJ, the D battery, doing the work against Chet Holmgren. Okay, they come the other way. Caruso to Holmgren, who drives down the lane, tries to get bucked, and does. He gets hooked by KJ, gets fouled, and he throws the ball up with his right hand and makes it. So that's going to be 2 beautiful plays by KJ and Chet against each other. KJ out-rebounding Chet at the other end. And here, Holmgren just charging down the lane. KJ can do nothing. He gets fouled and puts it up with his right hand. 82-75, Holmgren at the line. He makes it to make it an 8-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 83-75, 3:55 to play in the third quarter. Victor Wembanyama on the bench. KJ bringing the ball up. He gets a pick from Vassell to get it across the timeline. Now he flips it to Vassell. Devin Vassell with Jared McCain on him. He gets a pick from Luke. Luke swings toward the hole, and Devin instead picks his way to the free throw line and hits a jumper. 77-83. The Spurs trail by 6. Luke pulled him away, and that allowed Dev to get that open shot. Now, wow, beautiful footwork by PGA. He makes Carter Bryant fall down. Oh, that'll be a highlight reel right there. And hits a jumper right over his head. 85-77. The Thunder lead by 8 as SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just schooled Carter Bryant. Meanwhile, another turnover by Stephon Castle right in front of the hole. He had Luke 3 feet away from him, and he threw the ball too hard. Another turnover. Stefan Castle's turnovers are getting out of control. Holmgren comes down the baseline and dunks on Luke. 2:56 left in the third, and the Thunder lead by 10. Oh, man, that was, unfortunately, a power run by the Oklahoma City Thunder, the champs. And, you can't take them for granted. Yeah. There you go. Chet finally stepping up. Goes charging down the baseline and gets the dunk. And the Spurs call timeout. Trailing. I think it's 14, isn't it? No, 10, 87. That's right. Mark points out that Castle's working on a double-double with points and turnovers. Maddening. 7 turnovers for Stefan Castle. A lot of them just ill-advised passes. He's minus 10, Stefan Castle. KJ's minus 17. 2 for 9 from the field, KJ. But his rebounds are keeping him in it. Victor Wembanyama with 17 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. I'll run that by you again. Victor Wembanyama in 22 minutes has 17 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. This could be one of those games where he sets records. As we approach the fourth quarter, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third, the Thunder lead by 10. Great game. Another great game. Spurs barely get it in. Jordan McLaughlin is back out there playing point guard with Dylan Harper sent to the locker room. He's covered closely by Ajay Mitchell up at the logo. One-on-one. He bounce passes it to Harrison Barnes. Caruso is just right on Barnes. Barnes goes blowing by him, but misses the layup. But surprising play there by Harrison Barnes, using his height and veteran advantage to go by the young boy from College Station. Caruso went with him all the way to the hole and fouled him. Barnes at the line, Spurs down 10, 87-77. He makes the first to make it a 9-point game. It is Champagnie, Barnes, Vassell, Jordan McLaughlin, and Victor Wembanyama who has re-entered the game. Barnes makes the second one. The Spurs trail by 8, 87-79. Here come the Thunder. Controlling the ball is Mitchell, who gets it to SGA, who bounce passes on the pick and roll to Caruso, who throws up the alley-oop to Chet Holmgren coming down the baseline, who dunks it to make it a 10-point lead. 2:25 left, 89-79. Beautifully executed passing by the Thunder. Here comes Jordan McLaughlin. He crosses the timeline at the right side, looks for a pick from Vic, gets it, swoops all the way down the line, then loops it around to Champagnie, who gets it back to Vic, one-on-one against Chet in the paint, passes it out to McLaughlin, who shoots the three and drains it. 82 points for the Spurs, 89 for the Thunder. They trail by 7. Great ball movement by the San Antonio Spurs. Here come the Thunder. Caruso has it at the top left. SGA pushes off Vassell and gets the ball back. He gets it into Caruso at the free throw line. He passes it under the basket to the wide open Ajay Mitchell. Victor goes like this with his hand because he knows he was in no man's land. He was lost there. He couldn't defend either guy. Sometimes he can defend two, but that time he couldn't defend either. Vassell now swoops it over to Champagnie, who drives down the lane past McCain and makes the floater from 2 feet. Jared McCain is useless on defense against our guards. He's not big enough. He's 6'3", and we should be going at him. Even Champagnie just scored over him. They loop the ball out to McCain, however, for the corner 3, and he front rims it. Wembanyama gets the rebound. The Spurs are coming back down 7. He's on the right side, gets it to Champagnie, who drives again all the way down the lane and is blocked by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but they do call the foul. Julian Champagnie will go to the line with the Spurs trailing by 7. Jared McCain is too small. I don't understand why they traded four picks, including one first-round pick this year coming up for this guy, the former Duke star who played 2 years in Philly. His size is an issue against the San Antonio Spurs, I can tell you that. Caruso now going to the bench to great applause. That guy is a beast. Out of College Station, Texas, the A&M graduate Alex Caruso. Champagne makes him. It's 85-91. The Spurs trail only by 6. Here comes SGA, who bounced passes across to... They try a 3 and they miss. Rebounded by Vassell. Sorry, I couldn't see who that was. It looks like it was somebody new. Oh, it was Ajay Mitchell. Meanwhile, we bury a 3. Beautiful. That was Devin Vassell making a 3. The Spurs are down by 3. My apologies. Spurs on a 9-2 run in the last 114. Here come the Thunder. It's Ajay Mitchell with the ball. He's at the logo with Jordan McLaughlin right on him, on his hip. The Spurs playing tight defense on every single buddy out there. They can't get it to Shai Gilgeous, and now it's stolen by the Spurs. Julian Champagny gets it to Vic. Vic fumbles it, though, unfortunately stripped. There are bodies all over the floor. They're going to call the foul on Vic, and though it's a 3-point game with 36.6 seconds left in the third, this will be Thunder ball. Vic came down and had it stolen by Cason Wallace. That's who that was, who made that 3 attempt. See, the difficulty is Cason Wallace has that same long hair, and you can't see his number as easily. So there's some confusion there. The Thunder are hard to actually call the game. You got your J. Will, you got your J. Dub, you got multiple guys with the same hair. Okay, here comes SGA charging down the lane with the Vassell on him. He shoots the mid-range. Beautiful, gorgeous, wet jumper. And the Thunder are up by 5 with 26 seconds to play. 20 on the shot clock, 93-88. Here come the Spurs. Jordan McLaughlin gets it inside to Harrison Barnes, but it's tipped away by Cason Wallace, who makes the steal. And McCain gets it to SGA at the logo, back to McCain. To Ajay Mitchell, rather. Ajay Mitchell now dribbling the ball, looking for Shai Gilgeous. There's 7 seconds left in the third. They get it to McCain, who hits the 3. Jared McCain with 4.7 seconds left in the third gives them an 8-point lead. Jordan McLaughlin crosses the timeline. 1 second, he shoots. Short. At the end of the third, it's the Spurs 88, the Thunder 96. Now, traditionally, the third quarter belongs to the Thunder. And actually, with this score being what it is, the Spurs won the third quarter. It was a 10-point game, and now it is an 8-point game. So the Spurs actually won the third quarter by a bucket. Remarkable effort there by Cason Wallace for the Thunder. And they're getting really good minutes out of Ajay Mitchell as well. How's it sound, Mark? After 3 quarters, the Thunder lead by 8, but Spurs won the third quarter, as it was by 10 at the half. This one is going to be about Let's run some stats down. Vic could have a quadruple double. I mean, he'd have to get 6 more blocks and 5 more assists, but he's got 17 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks right now. Castle with 7 turnovers to go with only 3 assists. He has been struggling, but has had some highlight moments, including the incredible posterizing dunk on Hartenstein. Barnes has given us some decent 8 minutes, to be honest. Jordan McLaughlin has played 6 minutes. He's 2 for 3 from the field, both of them 3-pointers. KJ struggling still to find his way. He had some brief moments there that looked pretty good. He went up against Chet Holmgren, but Holmgren went right back at him on the other end. Chet Holmgren stepping up right now, to be honest. But when Vic is off the floor, he's really trying to perform. Vic is back on the floor. And in fact, so is Hartenstein. It'll be Victor, KJ, who has the ball as they bring it across. Harrison Barnes and Stefan Castle. Castle now brings it across at the logo. He gets it to Barnes at the top right side near the arc. They give it to Vic, who finds Castle underneath the basket. He's surrounded by guys. Pump fakes, get Hartenstein in the air, and then makes the layup. 96-90. The Thunder lead by 6. Vic with another assist. That's 6 assists for Victor. And he makes a steal almost on Hartenstein. They kick it out to Jared McCain, who is short, rebounded by Champagny. Champagny to Castle. Castle gets it to Vic outside for a 3-pointer. Way off. Way long. And that was with something like 18, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Not well advised. McCain, meanwhile, Hartenstein does a behind-the-back pass to try to get him open. Hartenstein and McCain playing together here. Hartenstein driving on Vic, stops at the free throw line to Caruso, back to McCain. Jared McCain, step back 3, no. Rebounded by Julian Champagny. Champagny with 6 boards now. Castle finding Champagny, back to Castle on the left-hand side. He is covered by Ajay Mitchell. He goes by him all the way to the paint and lays it up and in. A beautiful drive by Stefan Castle. The Spurs trail by only 4 with 10:30 to play. Ajay Mitchell crosses the timeline, gets it to Hartenstein, who is at the very top of the arc with Victor Wembanyama playing him tight. He flips it to SGA, covered by Julian Champagny. Sorry, that's Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe and Caruso are in now, and they flip it to Joe for 3. He misses. Champagny tries to rebound against Hartenstein. Hartenstein slaps it away. They get it back to Jared McCain, who hits a 3. 99-92. Oklahoma City leads by 7 with 10 minutes to play. Castle, something happened here. Are they calling a technical foul? It looks like they're calling some kind of technical foul here.
Early here in the fourth.
Oh, my God. Hartenstein pulled his hair. Hartenstein pulled Stefan Castle's locks. Grabbed them and pulled them. Unbelievable. Spurs inbound to Victor Wembanyama, who gets it to Castle. He's covered by Caruso, but they switch. Now they get it to Champagny, back to Castle, covered by Caruso, round to Harrison Barnes. Barnes drives down the baseline, then swings it, but it's intercepted by Ajay Mitchell, who gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein to Jared McCain, who's driving against Castle, tries to put it in, and that's not going to happen. He bumps into him. Castle stops it. They get it back to Vic, who drives the other way, goes all the way to the basket, misses, gets his own rebound, and tips it in again. He had Hartenstein, went all the way, made it go off the backboard, just tipped it right back in. He's playing with himself when he's up there like that. 99-94, Thunder lead by 5. Here comes Ajay Mitchell, hounded by Stefan Castle and now Vic. Hartenstein takes that jump push shot, and he misses, rebounded by Castle. That was a bad trip for the Thunder. Castle crossing the timeline. He's covered by McCain. He goes all the way down against him. Then cross-court pass to Harrison Barnes for the quarter 3. He hits it. Barnes hits the 3 to make it a 2-point game. 99-97 Thunder. And Degno will call timeout. With 9:05 to play, the Spurs are within 2. That's twice tonight. Vic has done that. He goes charging in, and he misses the shot with his right hand. But he's so far above everybody, he just takes his left hand to get the rebound and puts it right back in. He's playing with himself near the basket. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I suppose Wilt could have done that. I haven't really watched Wilt footage. Bill Russell couldn't have done that. Maybe Yao Ming could have done that, but he never did it. I've never seen anybody do this. He is Victor Le Ressort. He's like a spring. He bounces back and just boop, boop. He's playing over your head. It's awesome. There's nothing like it anywhere on the planet. We are at the break. The Spurs trail by 2 after a brilliant third quarter where they carved it back. And now they're outscoring the Thunder 9-3. Hartenstein is in foul trouble, which is a significant issue. Victor has 6 assists, 19 points, 14 boards, 6 assists, and 4 blocks. That's an incredible line. Castle is struggling. He'll have flashes of brilliance, but he's 0 for 3 from three-point range. He has 7 turnovers, and he hasn't found that rhythm. Jordan McLaughlin getting 6 minutes tonight and playing quality minutes. Luke Cornett only playing 11 minutes tonight. I get the feeling that if Hartenstein fouls out, we could see more of Luke. Meanwhile, Alex Caruso with 13, Jared McCain with 9, but he's 3 for 13 from the field. McCain can't hit. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 24 points on 10 for 16 shooting, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and 9 assists. So he's 1 assist away from a double-double. 2 blocks and a steal for SGA. Lou Dort with 8. Chet Holmgren has 12 points, playing 23 minutes. He's got 3 boards only, 2 assists. He's 0 for 2 from three-point range, is Chet Holmgren. This is going to be a scrap, these last 9 minutes and 5 seconds. So, and I don't have 3 digits, so I'm just going to do that now because I don't have a 3-digit scoring thing. 97-99, the Spurs trail by 2 after Harrison Barnes hits the corner 3. Vic has 6 assists now, 4 blocks, and a double-double in points and rebounds. We're waiting to come back. Who is that? Sam Presti they're showing? I don't know who that is. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2 in your program, number 1 in your hearts, as they say. 24 points, 10 for 16 field goals, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. Vic, 19 points on 7 of 12, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. Here come the Thunder. SGA bringing it up against Stefan Castle, who stays with him at the logo and knocks him down, and they call a foul on Stefan Castle. Nah, I don't want to. The flip cards are really just for when I'm on a break away from the cam. 99-97, 8:59 left here in the fourth. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Stefan Castle are just chest to chest. Here comes Jared McCain against Champagny, though, and he dribbles and they pick for him. They switch. Castle on McCain. McCain tries to go by Castle and trips and falls, and that's going to be a jump ball. That was just tight defense by Stefan Castle on Jared McCain. The crowd, I'm sure, is screaming about it, but I didn't see any foul.
That's saying a lot because the Thunder have a few of those as well.
He just fell down. He just fell down. And then when he was on the ground, Steph grabbed it. So that's going to be jump ball, and Castle has at least 3 inches on this guy. So here we go, a jump ball between Stefan Castle and former Duke star and Philly player McCain. A lot of horseplay between KJ and Alex Caruso. Oh, hey, whoa. The Thunder control the tip, even though Castle got his hand on it. McCain trying to carve through the lane, He is met there by Harrison Barnes. Now they're at the top with Caruso shooting a deep three with no time on the shot clock. They didn't know how much time they had, but they get Cason Wallace gets the board, and KJ fouls him on the ground. Oh, no. Terrible, terrible move there. That was a shot at the end of the shot clock, and KJ got beat by, I think it was Jalen Williams. Look at that. The Thunder controlled the tip, even though. Okay, so that's a side out, and they shoot a three and make it. 102. That was, who was that? That must have been Cason Wallace. It's the Thunder by 5, 102-97. Castle to Barnes. Barnes to Vic for 3. He misses. Rebound, Thunder. Vic wanted to get it back. McCain to Hartenstein. To McCain for 3 on the pick and roll. He tries to bank it in. It's a crazy shot, and it goes in. They're up by 8, 105-97 with 7:54 to play. McCain's shot on the pick and roll was off glass, front of the rim, bounced. And now here comes Vic going down the line, kicks it out to Champagnie, over to the corner to KJ. He's way off, long. Keldon Johnson misses way long on the wide open three-point shot from the corner. Now, here we go. SGA blowing by Castle. He'll get the call at the free throw line. Hartenstein is lying on the ground. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is lying on the ground. Gilgeous just tripped. That should be a travel, dude. But they're not calling that, I'm sure. He was beat all the way down, Castle was. Then he got into that area, and he just fell down. He tripped. I don't know what they're calling here. Crazy shot by Jared McCain. Hits the backboard. Hits the front of the rim. Hits the back of the rim. Okay, side out to Oklahoma. They're up 8. 105-97. Hartenstein at the very top gets it to McCain. McCain carving his way around Vic. Gets to Caruso, who goes charging down the lane against Champagnie. Puts up a shot, and he's fouled by Julian Champagnie. Though, again, it didn't look like much of a foul to me. Thunder getting calls now. 7:22 left in the game. They lead by 8. Caruso at the line. He makes it 9. 106-97. De'Aaron Fox in street clothes looking on. A lot of game left. 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Alex Caruso at the line, trying to make it a 10-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He shoots and hits. Okay, Devin Vassell will inbound to Castle, who brings it across the timeline at the left side. He gets a pick from Jordan McLaughlin, who's in there. He double-backed. Oh, my God. Castle, another Stephon Castle turnover. He dribbled across the line. A double back. Are you kidding me? Stephon, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Another Stephon Castle turnover. Thunder ball. Caruso in to McCain. McCain flips it over to SGA, who gets a pick and starts carving his way. He shoots a 3, and it rims out, rebounded by McCain after Vic couldn't handle it. He gets the same shot from the same place, misses again. Hartenstein gets positioned in front of Vic and gets the rebound. The crowd goes crazy. And before he can go back up to jam it, he is fouled on the floor. 107-97, 10-point lead. Spurs falling apart now a little bit. Vassell actually got mostly ball there, I think, but they're going to call the foul on Devin Vassell. Caruso and Hartenstein super pumped, screaming, pumping their arms, yelling, the whole place. They're the champs. They want to keep it. Hartenstein makes the free throw. They're up by 11, 108-97. And here comes Chet Holmgren, and Alex Caruso will go to the bench. 6:56 to play in the game. The Spurs trail by 11. I hate Aggies, you know. I hate College Station, and Alex Caruso is emblematic of that whole thing. Hartenstein makes it. It's now a 12-point lead, 109-97 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Spurs coming down. Thunder on a 10-0 run. In a minute and a half, they scored 10 points. Castle now dribble driving around, and he almost fumbles it again. KJ picks it up, though, and he's in the paint, swings it around to Vic for three. No. And KJ goes over the back of Chet Holmgren again. Another foul on Keldon Johnson. This is an ugly quarter for Keldon Johnson. They'll walk all the way back, and Holmgren will go to the line. The Thunder have a 12-point lead, looking to extend it from the charity stripe. 6:38 to play. Holmgren lines it up and misses. It rattles out. Okay, rally cap time. I wore this one last time and we won. Championship hat, baby. 12-point game as Holmgren lines up the second free throw. And makes it. 13-point lead, Thunder, 110-97. Castle picks it up, covered by Kaysen Wallace in the backcourt. He gets a double pick from Vic and Champagny. Makes a long cross-court pass and a contested shot by Vassell. That was a crazy shot, but he makes it 100-110. A three-pointer by Devin Vassell with a hand in his face. Spurs playing press defense. Hartenstein driving against Vic. Vic intercepts the alley-oop pass. Unbelievable. A steal for Vic. That's got to be. Back to Castle for three. He hits it. 103-110. The Spurs trail by 7. 5 unanswered. Quickly. Here come the Thunder. That's SGA hounded at the logo. Chet Holmgren drives down the lane, bumps into KJ, takes the shot, misses, rebounded by Hartenstein. Castle now, and SGA has the ball. He's covered by Castle and Champagny. Swings it around. They get it over to Hartenstein, who tries that same jump push shot over Vic, and he makes it. 112-103. The Thunder lead by 9 with 5:40 to play. Isaiah Hartenstein, 10 points, 7 boards. Castle crosses the logo. Kaysen Wallace tries to pick his pocket and nearly does, but then knocks him down. That was almost another turnover by Stefan Castle. He is really having a hard time holding onto the ball tonight. He tries to cross over. Kaysen beats him. He put the hands right through the ball. I mean, through his legs and poked the ball. But then when he was going to chase it, he knocked him down. I mean, this is so very nearly his 8th turnover. There's a timeout, 5:32 to play. He has 8. That would have been his 9th turnover. He has not been mindful with the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so 9-point game, 112-103. The two best teams head-to-head. I'm going to put these in here. The Thunder are playing inspired defense, and they are without J-Dub, and we are without Dylan Harper. Both players left the game. I don't have enough information because I don't have any audio for anything. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is being hounded every time he touches the ball by at least 2 Spurs. And if he gets close to where he looks like he wants to shoot a mid-range shot, 3 Spurs are coming. So there's no place for him to do his little finagling. To his credit, the minute he gets any space, it's nothing but net with that guy. 12-footer, 8-footer, 15-footer, 16-footer, that mid-range. He's just a monster. We've got 2 guys coming at him from all sides in this kind of flex defense that has been very effective for the San Antonio Spurs against Oklahoma City so far. They were saying he was going to get 40 points in the first game. Oh, he's going to get his 40, they kept saying. He's not going to get his 40. It doesn't work like that. Half the game is defense, as Vic reminded you. And right now, this is a defensive battle with moments of brilliant passing by both teams, I would say. Okay, friends, here we go with something like 4:32. What's that, 5:32? And the score is, what are we doing? It's 112-103, a 9-point game with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left. The Oklahoma City Thunder lead. And Stefan Castle has just turned the ball over a lot. And that has yielded to points by the Thunder. They are up 9 at the moment. And here we go. Vic is back out there. SGA is back out there. Hartenstein is playing with 4 fouls. It is a game. Here come the Spurs. Stefan Castle gets a pick from Vic, who rolls toward the basket. He flips it to KJ. KJ dribbling outside the three-point line, gets it to Champagny. Sets a pick to Champagny, who gets it across to Castle. There's 12 on the shot clock, 11. Castle takes a deep 3, front rims. KJ crashing in, gets the board, and makes the layup and is fouled. Beautiful hustle by KJ. But that was a very bad shot by Stefan Castle. Ill-advised three-point attempt with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Front rimmed. KJ goes charging in and gets in front of Cason Wallace, then makes the layup, and Wallace fouls him, sending him to the line for the and one, which he misses. And Hartenstein gets the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. There's 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in this game. Here come the Thunder. SGA slips past. Wow, he slips past Castle. Castle asking for a foul. He doesn't get it and makes a floater over Victor Wembanyama from 6 feet away. Beautiful shot. Here comes Castle going the other way. The Spurs trail by 9. Victor, with Hartenstein on him, whips it over to Castle. Castle to Champagny for 3. He's long. It bangs out. 114-105 Thunder. 4:30 to play. Spurs got to play defense now. Ajay Mitchell has the ball at the logo. He's covered by Devin Vassell, who plays him very tight. They get it to SGA. SGA is covered by 2 players, Castle and Vassell. He makes the cross-court pass to Cason Wallace, who whips it back around, and it gets back to SGA. Now it goes to Ajay Mitchell, who shot because they had no time. Rebounded by Hartenstein. They get a fresh 14. 10 on the shot clock. 9. SGA shoots 3. He is off. Hartenstein gets yet another rebound. Hartenstein blocking out Victor Wembanyama twice just now. They have 8 on the shot clock. Castle right in SGA's face, who shoots yet another 3. It goes inside the basket entirely and rims out. Here comes Castle the other way, charging down the lane. He finds KJ for 3 in the corner, and he hits it. 108-114. Crazy sequence. SGA took a shot that went in the hole, and it just came out. 114-108 on KJ's three-pointer, a 6-point game. 3 minutes and 32 seconds left. The Spurs playing very tight defense, way out at the perimeter. Ajay Mitchell looking for SGA, doesn't find him, tries to drive. He goes in against Vic, misses the layup, and Hartenstein is fouled by Julian Champagny. The call is made. Hartenstein is getting a package right now, a feature package, even though a lot of what's going on is shady. His little jump push shot has been working, but he has been getting position on Victor on a couple of rebounds. And just now, they're giving him They're calling Champagne, I believe, for a foul here. Yeah. Julian tried to get up there and stop Hartenstein. Oh, he missed the free throw, so it's a good foul. It'll be 1 point instead of 2. Okay, let's go, baby. (114-108), 3:19 to play. Isaiah Hartenstein has 10 points, 11 boards, and 8 offensive rebounds. He lines up the second free throw, and he misses that one also. He missed them both. The Spurs trail by 6, 3:17 left. A great trip in that way. Good foul by Ju. Okay, here we go. A pick by KJ for Castle, and the pick and roll. KJ goes down the lane, then loops it out to Julian, who shoots the three and is long. But Devin Vassell gets position on the inside. No. They're going to call Vassell for going over the back. Yeah, Vassell went over the back of SGA. He leapt up there, but that's going to be an over the back on Devin Vassell. Julian missed the corner three. Devin Vassell tried to leap to go over SGA, but that was not going to happen. So now SGA will shoot free throws. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a 6-point lead, 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play, makes the first one, making it a 7-point game, 115-108. Gilgeous-Alexander at the line. He is 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and it's an 8-point lead. 116-108, 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play. Sorry, he's 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Here comes Stefan Castle charging down the lane against SGA. Once again, out of control. But they're going to call a foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Stefan Castle is bailed out. My point is that Stefan Castle looks out of control on a lot of these drives. He's going into the teeth of the defense against 2 and 3 guys without a plan. Spurs get it, though, on the side out. Then they inbound. Oh, no, stolen. We can't challenge. We have no challenges left. Kaysen Wallace intercepts the pass to Stefan. So that's another turnover for the Spurs. Down 8. And guess who was on the receiving end of that? Castle. That's going to be another turnover for Castle. We can't survive games with him doing this. That's going to be 10, I think, if they call it on him. No, they've got him with 9. Oh, they miss. Rebounded Vassell. Excellent. Only an 8-point game. 2:34 to play. Here comes Vic. He doesn't want to lose. He's going straight at the hoop. Misses. Rebounded by Hartenstein. 2:25 to play. It's an 8-point game. Thunder leading. Spurs playing super press defense now. Caruso with the ball. They're killing time. 2:17. Ajay Mitchell drives down the lane, stops and pops and hits. That's going to make it a 10-point game. 118-108, 2:09 to play. 20 on the shot clock. Spurs trailing by 10. They whip it around to Vassell, who stops and hits the three. It is a 7-point game, 118-111 with 1:57 to play. The Spurs are playing full court defense now. Vassell in the grill at the opposing free throw line. Here comes Ajay Mitchell. He crosses the timeline. 1:50 to play. He's dribbling at the logo, looking for somebody. Hard overplay by Castle on SGA, but he controls it. SGA with the ball. Castle swatting at it. Castle trying to get a steal. SGA steps back and shoots. No call. Rebounded by Julian Champagny. It's a 7-point game, 118-111. Here come the Spurs. Devin Vassell kicks it over to Champagny. Kicks it over to Wembanyama, goes in the lane and lays it up and in around Isaiah Hartenstein. No foul. 118-113. It's a 5-point game. 1:25 to play. 5-point game. Thunder lead. 118-113. Vic has 21 and 17. SGA covered way outside and blows by. Oh, offensive foul. The hard press by Stefan Castle way outside the 3-point line, and SGA is yelling, fuck, because he knows he did it. He hit him in the face. The Spurs get the ball with 1:15 seconds left. He hit Castle in the face. Here come the Spurs, down 5, 114. They get it to KJ, back to Castle. Castle driving down the lane, whips it around to Vassell, who shoots the threes, way off. It was a poor pass. KJ gets the rebound. He kicks it out to Castle. Castle gets the backdoor cut wasn't there. Jew was going the other way. 1 minute and 1 second left. 118, 113. We have a problem. Ajay Mitchell cannot get up. He is sitting on the baseline for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He is indicating that his thigh, there's some kind of problem with his thigh. He cannot get up the right side. He's being helped by his teammates, and he is hopping to the bench. Now he is walking. He's holding his trousers up. His shorts, I mean. Let's see if we can see what happened. No, that was a non-contact injury of some kind. KJ with the rebound here. Brilliant, but then he fumbles it on the way down. And he's trying to find somebody to get it to. He gets it out there, but the Spurs can't convert. It's a 5-point game with 1 minute and 1 second to play. The Spurs refuse to die, which is just impressive. The relentlessness of this team. Vassell's three-pointer, if that had dropped, it would have been a 2-point game, and he was floating. He didn't have position. When Vic whipped the ball around to the corner, he was floating. He was in motion. They're showing the Spurs turnovers now. It's a whole package on Spurs turnovers. I mean, that's just us hurting ourselves, right? Oh, look at that. Champagny didn't cut back to the basket and just threw the ball out. 21 turnovers tonight. 25 points off of turnovers. That's just not cool. In game 1, 23 turnovers. 28 points off turnovers. That just can't happen. These guys are the champs. You got to play tighter than that. These are not cases where they're cutting the lanes with their hands or, overplaying. Spurs have been fumbly and bumbly. I'm talking about Dylan Harper. I'm talking about Stephon Castle. I'm talking about all these stars. They're young, and they do not have a handle that can endure the pressure of the champs in the finals. They're fumbling the ball all over the place. Okay, 1 minute and 1 second. The Thunder have the ball. They lead by 5. Spurs have to play defense here, not foul. So they got 24 on the shot clock. Caruso inbounds to McCain, who's just going to dribble by the logo and kill time. 20 on the shot clock, 56 on the game clock. 15, 16. McCain just poking. Vassell just staying with him. He's just dribbling at the logo. Nothing happening. He passes it to SGA, who's got Castle on him, who stops and pops. 120, 113. That may well be the dagger. 42.6 seconds to play. Spurs inbound. Here comes Castle. They're down by 6. He gets it across to KJ. KJ gets it to Castle. Castle looks for Champagny. Champagny is covered. Castle's covered. He has to yank the three and is not close. Rebounded by Hartenstein. 28 seconds left. Here comes SGA. He crosses the timeline. There's only 23 seconds left. The Spurs trail by 7. Caruso makes a layup. The Spurs are just too spread out. It is now going to be a 9-point game with 19.7 seconds left. I'm sure they're going to empty the benches. And that is going to do it for game 2. The Oklahoma City Thunder will tie this series on their home court. And we will come back to San Antonio, Texas, and the Frost Center. Frosty, Frosty, Frost for game 3. Tough loss for the Spurs. They played hard, but a lot of turnovers. You just can't do that. These guys are the champs. They play incredible defense. They move the ball beautifully. Tonight they passed the ball really remarkably. Got to give the Oklahoma City Thunder credit for that. Mitch wanted a foul there. I'm not sure what he's saying, but even if he had gotten it, let's say, and we make the 2, then we're down 7. Yeah, I guess he believes he wants to fight. That's good. That shows fight, you know. But okay, you know, the Oklahoma City Thunder played an incredible game tonight, and give him credit. SGA, when he finally got his space, he's just burying the shots, you know. But we are not giving him the space, so that has been frustrating to him. And now he's starting to pick his way through our defense. As each of these games in the 7-game series goes along, smart guys will do exactly that. We inbound to Castle. Castle flips it to Vassell. Vassell shoots a 3. He front rims and is off. Rebounded by Kaysen Wallace. They have 10 seconds to go. Spurs will chase them and try to play defense. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Oklahoma City Thunder will win 122-113 in game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Thank you so much for joining me, Mark, and anybody else who happened to be here.